day. From Columbus, Ohio. It's the
Columbus Aviators.
NFL on EA Sports.
More now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open.
There it is.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Steps away to his left.
Oh, I don't know what he is.
And he will go down outside for a sack.
Not
Trying
bad.
to get away, but could not. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Flushed out right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and waiting to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's second, just a yard on that last run. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he is
My defense is fucking amazing.
Right there.
I drafted all defense first.
On third down, Lawrence. Open man right side, Myers. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. .36 yards on the punt with no return.
You can block.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 14-yard line. 61 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. So how about this possession after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown! It's complete. A 13-yard touchdown. And the Aviators have taken a first quarter lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, That's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
He's cool. He's super cool.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, fuck. I didn't think it was out.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now Lawrence to throw. Steps away. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Returning it is Moore. Oh, look at the
God. Oh,
well,
41 fucked up like twice now.
Will come the offense as they take over. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Room to run past midfield. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught by Williams.
Get in there.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Aviators are able to stretch out their lead. Cool for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin the drive with Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Oh, I was trying to get over to the right.
3 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best one.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now a handoff as they run left.
How about you find a way to get open so I can throw you the ball? How about that?
67 yards rushing for him.
I'm worried about the quarterback all the time.
He is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Yeah, like where's the penalty, man?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15.
Guess I'll look.
Touchdown. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Aviators are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something in this drive.
And sometimes you take out all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
This, if he doesn't, this is getting
This defense
out of
is too
hand.
good.
It could get worse.
I don't know what it's ranked, but it's the highest I've
It'll
ever
be
had.
second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum, and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
That's a catch.
Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second
Are you
and 10.
kidding? That's not a catch?
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there. Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Aviators are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that'll fall.
Oh, he's hit hard.
He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Williams. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to and the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
They take a timeout. What are you
And now
doing?
they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense.
This defense is ridiculous.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's
I got Minka Buda Baker.
And now you have to play this drive.
Yeah, let me just show you. Let me just show you. This is how good this defense is. I mean, these guys are young. Devontae Wyatt and Jordan Davis. But we got Aiden Hutchinson, Deion Jones, Isaiah Simmons, Micah Parsons, Ubuzi, Sauce, this kid, and then some scrub. My safeties are the best. So it's an insane D.
Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
99 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Flush to his right.
I want to throw the tight end, but it wasn't them. He's already got a pick.
Not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taysom Hill. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Aviators take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Koo now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
He's also my backup quarterback. So.
It's a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Lawrence will throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Lawrence. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And it's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And his pass incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On play action, Lawrence.
Okay.
Here, he lost the football.
Get the ball. Come on, man.
Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here?
I'm going to get one with him.
I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone.
Oh, that's a flag, guy.
That's a combination any coach
it's
wants.
A flag,
we'll
guy.
See if he can find that end zone once more. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right.
Come on, guys, get away from me. That's a flag too. Get away from each other.
Getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly.
Wide open.
That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, he was.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Go, R1.
He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and the Lions will take over. Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll drop this down to Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be a second down. Here's Lawrence. Finding Williams once more, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and they're going to face a third down. Now Lawrence. On the connection, this is Ryan Izzo. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And to throw again is Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Lions on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
No way.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he is going to have the Lions
scumbag got it.
They're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. High throw, but the catch is made. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something.
And he's
Come on, who's that?
Touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Moore now to return. And he returns this to the 22. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Columbus, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Great defense. 87. Actually, I'm gonna trade for a different corner before this. That fourth corner is not. Stanley. You can't ever get that guy though. Man. They do it for alright, that's cool. That's definitely cool. That works. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. Actually, wait a minute. Isn't he 21? Nah, I'll leave it alone. Oh, I have to do depth.
Today, from Columbus, Ohio, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 82 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
The new guy just traded for. Just got here.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Aviators have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding some. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the defense.
There we go.
These guys are going to get the football to the 23-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Aviators have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down.
No way you're stiff arming him like that. Oh, great.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. A solid run by Derrick Henry.
A decent back up.
1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll fight straight on running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I knew it.
A little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few left.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
I knew he was going to be hurt for the season, probably.
For a loss of 10 yards.
I got to trade for another safety.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line.
Damn,
well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary
I mean, that's taking the fucking injury down to. It starts at like 25, I think, maybe. And I take it down to 9, and it's still like ass tons of injuries.
Numbers from a week ago, he was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken just short of midfield. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
I didn't think he's still. He's still played.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Columbus with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback.
Should have juked inside. I should have spawned.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll look to throw.
Shit. He got it.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This one stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Back to throw.
Oh, I missed it.
Steps away to his left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Aviators are able to extend their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Yeah, I like this defense.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Hurts to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Sauce.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 88 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Aviators are able to add on to their 1st half lead. It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it. But this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
I thought he was going to go to the running back and it was
You're
pick.
going to take care of it, but you have to be careful
That
about
plays
being
the same every time.
because now you can't run any offense at all.
The running back goes
See how they attack
just
him
like
here.
an angle
This
back
offense
inside.
finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Deion Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's 2nd and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a dump off here complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds.
I like this young guy.
Shy of the 40. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon,
Bounce
because
out
I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Oh.
Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because...
And it's caught. Touchdown.
There it is.
Great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Aviators open the lead up to 34-0. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. And right side, Henry's got it. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Hurts. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40.
Almost got lost
down at the 39.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 112 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll buy some time right.
Throw it in front more, man.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard
garbage
line.
call.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And Thomas has it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got it.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Aviators take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Yeah, I tell you what, Charles.
used to play.
I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Darrell Taylor. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Being chased out left.
Oh, boy, fuck. There's no way.
Darrell Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Aviators just continue to roll.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Koo able to connect on the extra point.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
I'll even fucking...
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Nah, screw them.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hurts throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Pockets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Throw right side going to be caught by
and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Finding Bourne here over the middle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's incomplete, and their struggles continue here. New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Henry.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to return it. Here's Moore.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And they'll get it up just short of 5 at the 44. Another example of this this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And it'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And this winds up a gain of 41.
I feel like I can see thinking on that carry, wanted to call that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Hey, he's got to get out there and block.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I was running my offense, man. I ran it the whole time.
Coup for the extra point.
Except that one pass at the end when I had to pass it. 3rd down.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they have plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Locates Hardman for another catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Hurts throw.
No way.
Here. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they will set up shop at their own.
What a great trade.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. White running to the left. And he'll take this one down to the 6. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Columbus, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Every one of both my D tackles and my linebackers got sacks. 2 picks from Horn, 1 for Sauce. Why was a forced fumble? So yeah, pretty good team. Even silver yet. Neither's wide, I bet. It will be. Who is it? Ooh, the running back. Okay, that's easy. It's easy. I don't care about the staff shit. Ooh, yeah, nice. Yeah, let's give him up. Nice. Yeah, I picked the running back. I mean, Bryce Young, the quarterback, and then the D tackle, which is even. Like, I took, okay, this is what I did. If you just started watching. I did a fantasy draft with the Titans, and I took all defense. I took Buda Baker, Minka, which, oh, he's not hurt. Oh my god. Anyway, I had Sauce Gardner, the Uzi. I just traded for J.C. Horn, and he had 2 picks. Parsons, Deion Jones, Isaiah Simmons, Adrian Hutchinson, and these 2. And then I got these guys. Right after, and I didn't get any receivers or running backs. And I got these receivers that were left over. And these running backs. So then I got them drafted the first we got to Bryce Young. I took this guy for some reason. Let's see what it says. Oh, because I'm on the depth chart. I want to see what it says. He's a rookie. Third round. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't have a second. And then the fourth round I picked this guy, Matt Tracy. He's pretty decent, so that's the 2 picks I got. And then I traded my second round pick next year for JC Horn. That's how I got him. So that's how where we're at right now. Let's do it. Tackles already in 3 games.
Today, from NRG
Yeah.
Stadium
2
in
games.
Houston, Texas. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Columbus Aviators and the Houston Texans. More now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot. See.
All right, I'll look that up later.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
There it is.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's
Beautiful.
complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 33 yards. And now here's a carry heading left.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now back to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. That's good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Oh, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his left. Touchdown. That's caught. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Aviators have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. This will come out to the 25 as Hamburg.
He doesn't have decent blocking yet, but he runs tight routes for a rookie.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete.
Come on, whatever.
The Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's more on the return.
Oh, I should run back to the right.
37 yards there on the punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get about 4 inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always
sometimes I overcorrect because I think
go the
they're not
distance.
going to block.
But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Aviators are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Still gets a
take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good game
yeah, nice
first
fall.
Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They'll try to run for the first down. And he's going to be down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And now they'll throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Open man is Ayuk.
Come on, Darby, throw.
The Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give right side now to Hunt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
You're not running the ball, dude. You're probably not passing either.
From midfield, here's Allen. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Throwing is Allen on third. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Horn again. It's 4.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you
thought I had
didn't
it.
see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well. Protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, what a move. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Still gets the first down.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Into the secondary again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Aviators are able to widen their advantage.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25
Well,
to the
I gotta switch
26-yard line.
to horn next time.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd down and 4, Allen steps away to his left.
That doesn't match the flag.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's on the guard, Cody Ford.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Allen. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the defense going to use the first of their time.
Let me use the first of my timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And pass before he's out of bounds. A very good return. Give him an even 20 yards. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard gain.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll roll him out right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Aviators continue to pull away here in this first half.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's taken inside the 20.
Isaiah Simmons is the most underrated player in this game. He's my favorite defensive player
Comes Houston.
by far.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And
Fighting through, and he's got space. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Brandon Ayuk, 82
What happened?
yards. And the Texans are on the board here in the fight.
Booking tackle.
Minute of the first half.
Point after here coming up. He's got it to bring him back to 28-7 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left.
Damn it. Damn it.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Right when
That time they were in zone.
right when I hit the wrong button, I knew.
What lesson can you learn there?
Before I went through the
understand
everything.
this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know
If I keep it
where you
under
want to do with
10
the ball and be decisive
throughout
with
the
it.
year, I'm happy with
Otherwise,
that.
the end result can be something you don't
That was
like.
stupid.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Texans down the scoreboard, but they do get the
That was a
first
stupid
crack here as
throw.
we are back underway in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second down, here's an option right. And he's able to get out to the
Wrong, you
32.
fumble the ball, so it doesn't matter.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here to he tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football right now. I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And it's caught over the middle.
Another broken
Wilson.
tackle.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, Allen. And a completion to Wilson. And
See, he dropped like.
of 9 before being
No,
down,
it's
second and right at a yard. Allen off the play fake.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A carry here for Hunt. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And he's in. Touchdown,
Whatever.
Houston. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right
I
around
always
the
let him take it
25,
out.
actually the 26
That's his
officially.
job.
So a net gain of 1 there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
We got 8.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Of course.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Aviators are able to add on to that lead.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
That's the rookie Shelby, a 6th-round pick linebacker right there on the 50.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Fights off the defender. And he'll get this out to about the 40. 60 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Allen. It's brought in by Wilson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
From my defensive captain.
Come on, number one.
I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. More now to return. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yards. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 140 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking it up.
After the complete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Quick slant caught by Chase. 20. Touchdown, Houston.
I gotta be a different defense.
Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. The extra point splits the uprights.
Now it'll be a fucking onside.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later. And this one won't pass their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So
I'm just going to make sure he gets his silver.
Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense. With 1:53 left. Not totally home-free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Ooh, the juke. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it. 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Aviators are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
I already know.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Next time I'll bring it up passing label.
Big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive
I'm gonna go
here
for passing.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Play action. Now it's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Aviators are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Columbus, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.